And joining us on the phone right now, great pleasure to welcome back. He was with us just about a year ago now. One of the great magicians, or was it magicians in the business, Joshua Jay, who has a new magic set out just in time for the holidays and Christmas called The Complete Magician, everything you need to put on a show. And Joshua joined us by telephone today. How are you, Joshua?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Doing good. I think we talked to you last time when you had the book of cards out. Was it about a year ago, wasn't it?
That's right. That's exactly right. A couple years ago even, but
Was it that long ago? Oh, my. Time flies. I thought it was about a year ago.
Yeah, time flies. That's my first magic trick is causing you to forget time.
That's right. Well, I've always been, I was one of those kids that enjoyed getting the magic set. I guess around 10, 11, 12 years old is when I guess a lot of, at least boys do it. But, I mean, adults can do it. And I think this kind of set, it's kind of geared toward people. You know, they want to learn a few tricks that'll be kind of fun to do, but they're not too difficult to learn. Is that the premise?
That's the idea, is that, everybody loves magic and they want to learn magic tricks, but not everybody wants to become a professional. So this kit not only gives you a book and a DVD and all the props you need, but it gives you a foundation so that you can then, learn magic to use in your classroom or at church or at work or for your grandkids or for your parents. So, magic really touches people in an interesting way, and I don't think it's always just the professional who needs to do magic tricks, so to speak.
Yeah, I think what you've done, I mean, you kind of specialize in the card tricks, obviously, the close-up magic. To me, that's really the kind of magic I think I like to watch. I mean, nothing wrong with the big stage illusions, that's fine, but I think after a while, you see one big stage illusion, you've seen them all. The close-up stuff is the one I think that really captures the people's imaginations. Do you agree with that, or...?
I agree with you. I am much more moved by something that happens right in front of my face and totally amazes me than I am with, something that happens far away on a stage with some tricky-looking props. So I really like the experience of close-up magic because it's often using borrowed objects. And I talk about this in Magic the Complete course. A lot of the effects we describe are things with borrowed bills, borrowed coins, things you find around an office or something, and doing magic with those. And that puts the emphasis back on the experience.
Yeah, the coin tricks, or like the dollar bill through the pencil through the dollar bill. Those kind of tricks, you're taking everyday items. I think those, to me, stick with you more as being more amazing than watching the levitation trick. I mean, nice trick, but we've all seen that.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that, stick with you more, because I think that's an important terminology. I mean, magic tricks at their essence are stories. They both have a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's drama, there's conflict, hopefully there's a resolution. And so what are magic tricks but stories that you give to share with somebody else? And so the best magic tricks, just like the best stories, stay in our mind.
Now, I'm sure you do talk about it. You have a DVD in the book, but do you teach a little bit of, obviously you just can't do the trick. You have to have patter with it. I think that's the key to a good performance too, right? How you can kind of put that together?
Yeah, that's right. I would say only 50% of a trick is the method or how it works. The other 50% is the presentation that goes with it, theatrics, the misdirection. And so I spend a lot of time in each of the tricks on those areas.
You have, just to kind of give a rundown quickly what's in it, you have the metal linking rings, which is kind of a classic magician's prop. You have the couple different kind of card decks and some other items as well. And I guess deck of cards is probably thousands of tricks you can do with that, right? I mean, it's almost unlimited what you can do with a deck of cards.
And these are even better because they're special decks of cards, so they're meant to stimulate a normal deck, but they actually do some pretty remarkable things. They're two classic special decks that are included with the complete course, so that you can perform them in your show. You can switch one out to the other and do some really remarkable things.
Do you think magic is kind of seeing a resurgence, Joshua? Are people more interested now in it, I guess, or what do you think, as you go around performing to people?
Yeah, I mean, I've performed in 60 countries by now. It's been a great pleasure of my life, and I think magic is going through what scholars are calling a second golden age. The first golden age was around the turn of the century, like, vaudeville era type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're experiencing a second one. I mean, never has there been more magic on TV. Never has there been more of an interest in magic as a hobby. So it's really terrific.
How do you, as a professional doing this, how do you learn or get new tricks or illusions in your act? Where do you go to learn new things?
The interesting thing is we have to develop them ourselves. I mean, I think that's part of the creative process that a lot of people don't even intuit a lot of time. But the idea is simply that we invent these tricks and then perform them. And I can't tell you the pleasure I get out of performing a trick that I've developed myself. It's totally awesome feeling.
How long does it take you, let's say, from, getting the idea to do something a little bit different to feeling comfortable enough to perform it?
Yeah, it depends, but at least 2 years, I would think.
That long?
Of course, you come up with these ideas, you have to practice them until they're not even perceptible. I mean, they have to be invisible to an audience, and then you test them out. You could go to all that length, all that work, machine something, have something made, and then find out, guess what? It just really doesn't excite the audience very much. Then it's like, okay, out of the show, done.
And you work at, I got to get out there one of these days, the Magic Castle. I guess that's a place where really you can do the close-up magic to people at different tables, right? Isn't that what you do there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I work the Castle a couple times a year. It's an amazing venue out in Hollywood where essentially there are 3 different large theaters where magicians perform. You can have a nice dinner there, and it's a very upscale kind of venue. It's really cool.
Yeah, but I think this particular magic set, I think people are going to get a kick out of it. It's called The Complete Magician, everything you need to put on a show, and Joshua J. has kind of put this together. Joshua, give out your website, or we can get this set.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere. JoshuaJ.com is my website. My Twitter is Joshua J. Magic. Facebook is Joshua J. Magician. So I hope you'll follow my career. If you get on those places, you can find out about TV appearances, live appearances, and stuff.
Great. You're this way down in the Tampa Bay area. Please let us know. We'll have you on again, and look forward to having you on whenever your next project comes out. We'll have you on. It'd be great. Thanks for being with us.
All right. Thank you.